Okay, let me pull up questions. All right, it just started. Mm. Hi, get all. Hi. Hello, hello, hi. After the development integration, what will be the new supply in the coin market cap? So the total supply in coin market cap would be 1.35 billion, which would show up on coin market cap. In terms of the circulating supply, it will be untouched. It will be as it is and going to a maximum of 350 million, and that would be the final supplies for that. In terms of the deployed contract that we just did on Tron, which showed up a 1 billion supply. Now that 1 billion supply is not entirely out, and as I said, that it is mainly for payments. Because if you look at the current scenario, you would see that the gas fees for Ethereum is way too much, and and the confirmations take a lot of time. So there is no proper way of actually building a payments company on top of Ethereum. When we started the project on Ethereum, we were very hopeful and very optimistic about Ethereum launching Ethereum 2.0, which would involve sharding and it would actually make the blockchain more faster. But it couldn't really happen because we waited for long. I think we're getting close to our roadmap, and we don't want to delay our roadmap of deploying the debit cards and enabling payments in UAE using ZPAE. That's why we had to operate a dual chain on Tron as well as on Ethereum. So for DeFi, Ethereum is the best platform right now. It's king. But for payments, Tron, there's nothing that comes closer to Tron, and that's why we did a strategic alliance with Tron first. We partnered with them, and then we went on to also start ZPAE on Tron. So that what we can do is when we start the payments, when we start consumer payments, when people in UAE start paying with ZPAE, they can utilize the Tron blockchain, and that could enable faster transactions. So that is why we chose Tron, and that is why Tron is basically now the main core for performing payments using ZPAE, and that's the reason why we're going with Tron. Now, the increased supply of 1 billion on Tron. The reason that, okay, I'm going to pick up questions one by one. So the reason why the 1 billion supply exists, as it's already explained briefly it's been already explained briefly in the announcement which was done on our website on our blog for the new initiation on Tron. The reason for 1 billion is that when we're competing with a giant like Visa or Mastercard, that's where we want to be. We don't want to be we don't want to be a crypto standard company which is inside of the industry. We want to actually go out of the industry and do things for UAE in a very traditional format, but we want to empower crypto while we do that. So while we're doing that, what we're doing in UAE, everybody knows that we're enabling payments in UAE. We are enabling debit cards. We are enabling merchants to accept ZPAE. Now, when we think about all of these things, the merchants need to get incentivized, and on top of that, the customers and the consumers also need to get incentivized to switch from using Visa to using our debit card. So that's what we're working at. And if you look at it logically, that's where we come from. Now, when you see Visa and Mastercard and all these other payment companies, what do they offer to incentivize the consumers so that more Visa and more Mastercard is used? They offer cashbacks. Some merchants offer cashbacks. They offer rewards. They offer discounts. They offer coupons and all that. Now, we can't do all of that unless and until we have that kind of supply with us to create a pool of funds where we can do that cashback, do that reward, and basically to incentivize the consumers as we move to the next phase of our development. So that's why there is a 1 billion increase. There's a 1 billion supply which hangs on Tron, out of which 650 million ZPAE there's a new contract which has been formed, which is a lockable contract. So it's a time lock wherein you can actually we have transferred funds from the Tron smart contract, lockable smart contract, so that the funds are locked. Now, officially, didn't really get time to make that announcement, but if you look at the recent transaction on Tron, the very one that happened just when this IEMA was starting, you would see that there's been some funds which have moved from our main contract to a new lockable contract, and you would see that. So it's officially logged. We are not using that. And when you say that okay, Sahil, if 650 million tokens are being locked somewhere, you can't really, you see, it's not something which will get unlocked in 3 months from now. It's going to be have a vesting period for it. So we're going to unlock it periodically. We're not going to put 650 million on a lockable contract and then open it in 3 months. That's not how it's going to work. It's going to dilute the market. What we're going to do is we are going to use that lockable contract, and we have set a vesting period to it, so that every specified time it unlocks a certain portion from 650 million that we will circulate, and we will incentivize the consumers, and we will incentivize our merchants to actually push for the drive of accepting ZPAE in UAE. So that is the whole logic behind getting what we're getting on Tron, and then increasing the supply to 1 billion, and then going for it. I think people right now think that if you keep the supply small, the product is going to succeed and it's going to have more chances of higher value and everything. How would it? I would like to ask this, and I would like to propose this. If you keep the supply low, we're not a proper DeFi firm which basically does yield farming, staking, or lending, or pre-mining. We're not that. We're not that. We are actually a professional payments company which goes out and enables people in UAE to do transactions using ZPay. That's the quantum of vision that we have for that. So if we keep the supply at 1 million or 10 million or even 350 million, it's not enough to reach that big goal. If you look at a perfect example of this is Crypto.com. So if you look at CRO, it has approximately 100 billion in supply, and it still sits at 0.20, which is an all-time high for the token. And it has the similar use case wherein there's a Visa debit card which gets used by people, and the business is built on top of that. So similarly, ZPAE business is built on top of on top of enabling. Like it's just okay, you have like all my concerns here. So that is okay, 1 second. Okay, we're back. Perfect. So let me just quickly see what questions you have more. Hey, so good. Why we round in when now we are buy Safa, we buy at premium prices now circulating is almost times five. Perfect. So I think the clear answer to that is one thing is that it is something that we don't plan for months beforehand. It's something that we need to do quickly. So we need to make quick decisions when we're doing going. So if you look at our decision of getting on Tron, just when we started, so just a couple days back, we went on Tron. We've been working on this for almost a week or more now, and we suddenly dropped the decision to go on Tron. I think it was just a couple days back when we went on Tron. And if you look at the Ethereum gas fee as of now, you would understand the decision that was made. Because it's a global phenomenon. The gas fee is a global problem right now. It's not just something which is with us, but it's actually something with even bigger giants like Binance and all these other guys. So we saw that issue coming. If you look at it from that perspective, ZPAE saw that issue coming. We saw that okay, Ethereum gas fees are going to go to an all-time high, and it's time that we get on Tron and enable payments on Tron. And I think if you look at it from that perspective, you'll understand why this move was necessary. Because otherwise, it would have just slowed down the progress. It would have slowed down the project. So we didn't really want to do that. So yeah, we are going to compensate our yes, we are going to compensate our existing token holders, the Ethereum token holders, ERC20 token holders, with the new TRC20 tokens by simply hosting an airdrop with all the other exchanges that we are on. Along with that, we will also be hosting an individual airdrop, which would be directly from us and not with the exchanges. But I think the starting point will be wherein we will start the airdrops on exchanges, wherein you hold your ZPAE ERC20 on the exchanges and you get airdrop Tron, the new TRC20 ZPAE. And we're going to do this in a 30-70 ratio. So we don't want to do it 1-1 swap, because if we do a 1-1 airdrop, it's really going to affect the price. It's going to cause people to easily go and dump. So we don't really want to do that. Because we are working on bigger things. There's a bigger exchange which is coming and everything, and we want to look good So that's the only reason why we're not doing a 1-1 swap, but we are doing a 30-70 ratio. But keeping that in mind, we would really want to incentivize everybody who's holding ZPAE and who's believing in the project, because we do. We totally want to respect that, and that's why we will be doing an airdrop very, very, very soon, probably this week itself, with the 30-70 ratio. So that's how we're going to incentivize our existing user. Okay. ZPAE no longer gives any confidence. I am sure it does not. If I were in your position, and I would say that, I'm believing on something, and the information is something, and if that information changes to something else, obviously I'm going to lose trust over that. But just to reconcile, and just to give you a sense of understanding, I think when you're in the industry and you're actually operating this large scale venture, and when you're on there, and when you're on the edge, you need to make decisions quick. You can't really sit down, think on things, and then think of everything, how's it going to affect everybody, and then get to it. You have to make decisions and snap. If you don't do that, you get left behind, and we don't want to do that. We want to be ahead of the curve, not behind it. And that's the reason why that's the reason why we are quick in decision making. That's the reason why we're fast in what we do. And that's the reason why we have suddenly come up to a position where people really look up to us, and people understand our business models and our vision. Now, if you look at an example of how we are ahead of things, just yesterday, the CEO of OKEX tweeted something which said that DeFi, yeah. So just yesterday, the CEO of OKEX tweeted that the supreme DeFi project is going to be one that tokenizes real world assets. Now, ZelaaPayAE announced the same thing weeks ago, wherein we said that we are working on a platform which is going to tokenize real world assets. Now, if you look at things, we are seeing things before they're happening, because we are understanding the market moves. We are understanding what's going to be the next big thing. We're not sitting on opportunities and wasting them. And that's the reason why we are ahead of things. And that's the reason why we are still, we are somebody in the space. You should see others, but a lot of people got CPAs or even higher, looking at low supply. As you increase the supply, individual confidence is just too low, and 40 million supply to 1 million. I just said that it's not going to be a 40 million airdrop. I just said that we're going to incentivize 30% to sell. We're going to 30-70 ratio incentivize existing token holders. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Thank you, Buran. I appreciate that. I hope you've automated on exchange. We don't want to transfer. It will be automatic on all exchanges. We will try to keep user intervention as low as possible, and yeah, it will be automated. You may wake up to TRC20 ZPay in your exchange wallets. Can you transfer your token, lock up wallet details? Absolutely, absolutely. So, before I even announce it, you can do it yourself. You can go to Transcan ZPay and you can see the recent transaction, and you would see that funds have been moved from the main smart contract to the locked smart contract, and you can even call and see what's the timeline and what's the vesting on that. We are, yes, yes, yes. In terms of market making, for sure, we need that to decrease the spread and to actually create a healthy market. We just started working with Chiron Labs. So Chiron Labs is a very large market making firm which works with top exchanges, Binance, OKX, Huobi, and all these other people. So as we move forward and get on these bigger exchanges, Chiron Labs is going to help us do the market making for ZPAE, and that's really going to make us more liquid, and that's going to actually provide a very healthy market to us. Why are the tokens transferred from Zella deployer to? See, most of the time is just stress testing that we're doing. So if you see that, if you see the funds that get transferred from Zella deployer to Bilaxi, it's most of the times we're just stress testing the platform. So it goes back, it goes to Zella, it goes to exchange, and then comes back from the exchange. So yeah, that's what we do. Minting option will be disabled on Ethereum as soon as tomorrow. I've already given the word for it. So the minting function on Ethereum ERC20 smart contract will be disabled tomorrow. Yeah, we are disabling it. If TRC tokens are for payments, then they come in circulation and tradable on the exchanges? See, TRC and ERC both have deposit and withdrawal options on exchanges, and it's going to be, as I said, we're going to run both the chains. So just like USDT runs on Omni, ERC, and TRC, similarly ZPAE will run on both, and that option has to go out on exchanges. We cannot just keep TRC locked out away, because when you're talking about payments, people TRC needs to reach people in order to facilitate the payments. You cannot switch from Ethereum to Tron without having that option on the exchanges. So that's the reason why it's going to be there. So for example, tomorrow, if you want to do a transaction using ZPAE somewhere in UAE, what would you do? You would need TRC to perform that transaction, and to get TRC, you need TRC to be on the exchanges as well. If it's not on the exchanges, how are you going to get TRC in exchange of your ERC? So that's an option. That has to be an option on the exchanges. Tron minting not disabled. Tron minting will be disabled, but as I said, that Tron is majorly and only for payments. It has nothing to do, with any other use case. It is only and only for payments. And as I said at the start of this call, we will have to incentivize our merchants and consumers heavily for that, in order to compete with other financial payment giants like Visa or Mastercard in UAE. So to do that, we have to push ourselves at a very big extent, and we need to do that. But it can be done without extra 650 million. It cannot be done without extra 650 million. It just cannot be done, because if you look at the way we are doing this, so if you look at the way how Visa spends millions and tens of hundreds of millions to incentivize users, Mastercard does the same without a proper supply. How can we talk about having the Gulf with a 54 million population use ZPAE and acquire a large market share? If there is no supply to meet that demand, how are we going to even do that? That's why for any payments project, it's important to have that kind of leverage, through which we can easily incentivize our users and our consumers. Sure that the team will not dump it. The team will not dump it on exchanges. That is 100% sure. 260 million tokens are allocated for swapping, or they come in circulation. So as I said, that if people want to switch from ERC to TRC, they will have to perform that. So they will have to withdraw using the TRC20 option on exchanges. Now, how will the exchange get that kind of supply to actually give you your withdrawal? Now, for that particular reason, we need to put a pool of liquidity to these exchanges, which will be distributed equally, so that the exchanges can enable faster withdrawals to TRC20 when and as required. So that is mainly the reason why this is important, and why providing liquidity comes from us for the exchanges. Will you show use case on DeFi, please? Okay, I can actually. Okay, 1 second. Hold on here. Can I put this on pin? Producer. Okay, so Malo Monzo asks me, Sahil, thank you, big fan. Will you show use cases of ZPAE token on DeFi, please? Just let me quickly see. I had the demo on my laptop. I will just quickly pull it up. If possible, I can actually show you a demo of the DeFi right now as we speak. 1 second. Just give me a quick second. Telegram. All right, guys. 1 second. I'm just going to show you guys what we're doing on DeFi, and hope you guys like it. I'm just pulling it up on my laptop. It's a very basic MVP, which basically just is a proof of concept. I'm just logging into my Telegram to get the. I am back, and I'm here to show you a quick demo of DeFi. I was just putting up on my laptop. I'm just gonna flip my camera and show you a very. Please don't expect so much. It's just a very POC level product, for DeFi, but I'm just gonna show it to you now. So I hope everybody's watching. So this is okay. So this is on testnet rotation. Okay, so this is on test, so it's not live yet, and it's just very basic. If you see ZPAE, you can. So basically, what it does is it creates pool for different kind of projects. So if I go to projects, you could see demo properties here, and if you look at this place, It'll show you all the details about the real estate, about the project, and then it's going to show you how much is required to buy this. Okay, so you can actually click here and you can see how much is required to complete the crowdfund for this project. So if I go and I select this, now let me select this. Now see, I get all the details of the property. We're going to be adding more features, but if I give you or show you all the details, it's going to give you all the details that, it's going to cost you 20 Ethereum. Price per square feet is going to be X. And now I want to log in. Now, as an investor, I want to log in and I want to take a share in this property. So this property is basically my pool. And if I invest in it, if whatever I invest in it, that percentage of ownership I receive for the property. Now, if I want to invest, let me quickly connect my MetaMask. 230. Okay, sorry. 1 second. Just logging in. All right. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm not sure how this works. Sorry, 1 second. I told you this is testnet. Just hold on, bear with me. Okay. Okay, just a quick second, guys. I'm seeing this for the first time. One minute, huh? Okay. No, it's not lagging. I'm actually navigating between tabs while showing you things. All right, so as I said, it's on testnet. So it's basically not the main net yet, but this is the project. Now, if I want to quickly explain you about the DeFi, not going much in detail, because you get just projects, I select all the hot properties that I want to see. And when I click on any of these, it's going to open up. It's going to show me details of now when if I want to log in, now I can log in with the crypto wallet. I'm logging to MetaMask. I'm going to sign the transaction and I'm going to get logged in. So now that I'm logged in, using my MetaMask on our DeFi platform, now what I'm going to do is, it says that it needs 20 Ethereum to complete the sale for this project. It's a test net, okay? Now if I say I want to invest one, okay? Now I click on invest. It's going to open Ethereum. Now you look at this, look at the crazy $2 gas fee. So just a demo, okay, this is not the main net. So if it's going to open MetaMask, and when it opens MetaMask, I am simply just going to confirm the transaction or go back to it. And if I confirm the transaction, I'm going to occupy that much of share in the pool, and I'm going to get the ownership. So that's mainly what our DeFi would work like. So when Jay said that tokenizing real world assets, this is what it means by that. This is what it means by that. ZPAE token will be used. Yeah, absolutely, will be used. You need to have certain amount of ZPAE in your MetaMask, in your Web3 wallet, in order to perform a transaction and participate in any of the properties that you want to take up, in any of the assets that you want to get into. So yeah, ZPAE is going to have a fundamental role here. Tell us about the tech team. Is it regular or ZPAE pays other people for? Oh, we don't do that. We don't pay other people. We have a very strong core tech team with us, which comprises for almost 20 plus people and pretty sharp people. So yeah, tweet said it would be in August, but I understand is that because I have chain. Thank you so much for understanding. Yes, I think you guys can expect a new exchange anytime now. Okay, I can actually show you that also if you want. 1 second, just to keep things more transparent. I'm going to show you that as well. Just hold on, yeah. Bear with me for a second. Xavier. Okay. This is supposed to be a good one for the exchange reply. All right. Now look at this. I'm just going to give you a quick brief listing service agreement between who. So with Zela. What is this? It's a listing agreement. How is it? It's signed. Who signed it? The CEO, the managing director, the CEO of Zela signed this. That means, we are, and yeah, just before you think that is just a fake mail, look at this. director. Okay. Now, okay, one more thing. Now the other one. Let me go to the tech integration. 1 second, guys. All right. Was sent the tech integration details. They asked us for tech integration details, and we sent it to them. If you want to, yeah. So I just showed you proofs of two things, which is two exchanges that ZelaaPay has signed, is done. It's in my email, it's gone. Integrations have started. Just to make things more and more and more transparent. I think there could not be any other project which could be as transparent as what I just did for all of you. So I think we have all our doubts killed. We have our haters silenced, and we have the weak hands out. Is that not NDA? You guys want transparency. This is how it goes. This is how it goes. Yeah. So yeah, all of this is done. We are on our way to success. We are on track for everything. And yeah, this is. I think I've answered maximum questions. But just to summarize things, just to summarize everything, what I did on the AMA today. So first, I explained to you guys why are we now on Tron. Second, I explained to you guys why is the circulating supply and the total supply has had some changes. And the next thing I told you is the DeFi demo. I showed you guys the demo of the DeFi platform that we've built, which connects to a Web3 wallet with inventory live. What else I did? I showed you, I basically flashed some things about the upcoming exchanges to all of you. So that's what I did. I also told you that the funds from Tron are now logged. So the funds that are sitting on TRC20 are locked in a new lockable smart contract. So I showed that all to you. I cleared all of that to you. Now I think what's left. Is there anything else that we need to show? Okay, all right. Yeah. I think this is all that I have for now. I got other things for sure. Absolutely, ZPAE wallet. Yeah. Very, very soon. Don't worry. Okay, so I got other things as well, but I cannot show them now as much as I've shown you today. Maybe in the next AMA we'll have more things to show, but I think for now this is enough. Oh, okay, yes. Thank you so much, Michael, for reminding me. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I was almost forgetting this. Thank you so much for reminding me. Next is Coinbase. Okay, let me show you that. Okay, this is going to really be interesting now. Okay, look at this. So I received an email from Coinbase. That's the guy at Coinbase. So I received an email back from Coinbase. And what have I received? I've received an asset addition questionnaire, which basically is for Coinbase custody. I've received an application form that I'm filling out for Coinbase, and I'm working with the team at Coinbase to get this done. So yeah, you guys can do expect that. We can also be wild in our imagination, expect that, because we're directly talking to Coinbase, and I have so this guy is the head of listings at Coinbase. Yeah, there you go. Okay, IPL will be mainly used for advertising, ZPAE. All right, I can show you that also. Now that I'm showing you everything, let me show you that also. All right, guys, this is gonna get more interesting now. Okay, IPL. So this is our conversation with IPL. IPL 2020 sales contract for ZPAE. We are sponsoring IPL officially, and I have the agreement here. Let me just put it up. Yep, sales proposal for Zella, Star Sports, 19th to all the way till 10th. That would be the IPL tournament. And yeah, we are going to kick it off. See, Star Sports, English, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, everything. All the news channels. All the sports, all majority of IPL broadcasts, plus plus Hotstar and all these other digital content platforms where IPL will be viewed. You will reach at least 600 million people through IPL. If you see, advertiser is Zella Technologies, agency, which is our UAE partners, Connect Lead Ventures, and yeah, Star India Private Limited, which has broadcast rights for IPL. So yeah, I think that's that. Yeah, there you go. Just to quickly tell you, so everybody says that we don't spend, we are broke. I do get a lot of criticism for that. But just to let you know, reason, just for one particular reason, which is to get ZPAE the recognition and the adoption that it deserves in UAE and around the world. So now I think I have explained everything. I have gone over the top and I have shown you guys everything in real life. Now you know everything that is working for. I'm just gonna answer your question, Leo. ZPAE aligns with DGB and DGB and Ghost for what? I will come to that. There is something very awesome going on with DGB and with Ghost as well. So yeah, I will. That will be announced in some time. But for now, this is all that I have, and this is as much as I can announce to you guys. So I think we have everything clear, and there is nothing more which is left from my side to share. And I appreciate all of you for being here and from understanding everything that we have just said, that I have just shown you guys live and as as much as I could. So yeah, thank you so much for this. I look forward to taking this forward, and I look forward to actually get ZPAE the position that it deserves. And yeah, let's only go up from here, guys. Now that we're all clear, thank you so much. Trust Wallet airdrop is possible. We'll get that done. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for joining me here. I have to take off for another walk, but yeah, I appreciate you guys taking your time and coming out and asking me questions. I hope I was able to answer everyone. If I missed out on anyone, you know my Telegram. We have the group. You can drop your questions, and I will try to answer them if I could. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day ahead. Cheers.